Okay, let's begin. So, could you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Soo-hyun Kim.
Soo-hyun Kim. And Soo-hyun, are you working or are you a student?
I'm not working, I'm not a student. Yeah, I'm looking for a job.
Okay, perfect. And what do you like to do in your free time?
Free time, I usually take a meditation, and sometimes I listen to music, and sometimes I go for a walk. So many times I relaxing time.
Great. And could you tell me about your hometown?
Hometown. I live the south of the Korea. It's called Mokpo. Yeah, southern area. It is a port city, so it's surrounded by the sea, and there are lots of delicious seafood. And people are so nice and very generous. So, yeah, that is my hometown.
Yes. Okay, now let's talk about friends. So, do you often go out with your friends?
I have a meeting for run, so every Sunday I go to the I go for run with the team, and then after finish we gonna have some beer. That's the how can I hang out with my friends.
Yes. And do you have a friend you have known for a long time?
Yes, I have my high school friend. She lives in Chuncheon, but it's hard to meet each other. But sometimes I visit her house, and we have a cup of tea.
Great. And do you prefer to spend time with one friend or a group of friends?
I like to spending time with everyone. Sometimes one is okay, sometimes group of people okay. Yes, everything is okay for me.
Okay. And do you like to invite friends to your home?
Yes, but I have to clean up first. Yeah, I like to invite my friends, and then I wanna spend good time. Yeah, with my friend, I wanna make some good food for them. Yes.
Perfect. Now let's talk about books. So, do you often read books?
Yes, I often read a books. Okay. Nowadays I read some the meditation books and some economy books for my future. Yes, it as a good motivation to go for work. So yeah, I like books.
Great. And do you think you read more or less now compared to when you were younger?
I read more. I read more books than compare my younger. And then the meaning also is different. That time now is more deeper. Because this is a spontaneous action, so I want to know more about life. Yeah, so yeah, I read more books than before.
And which do you prefer, reading books or watching movies?
I'll prefer reading a book. Yes. So when I found good meaning of the sentences, yes, I want to keep in mind. And yes, I prefer reading a book.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. That'll do us for part 1. So now we'll go on to part 2 of the test. There we get here. Okay. Here is your part 2 question. So you can take notes here, all right? So I'll give you 1 minute to do your note taking. Okay, you can begin. Okay, that's 1 minute.
Okay.
All right. Begin. So yeah, could you describe a place you have been to and would like to recommend others to live there?
I recommend some place is Bali. Yeah, because I like that place. It's very peaceful, and you can meet so many people from other countries, and everybody wanna do meditation or yoga, and there are some good things to do. So I visited that place 3 and 4 years ago. It's a pandemic that time, and then I got lots of stressful at work, and then I visit there and I spend good times with new friends and new places, and there are some beautiful beaches. Yes, I've been there by myself, but it's not dangerous at all. So yeah, I had a really good time, and especially the food is Asian food, and the traditional culture also is very interesting. So I would like to recommend to others. Yes.
Okay, so that's about 1 minute and 25. Okay, fully speaking, yes. Yeah, and in terms of living in this place, what do you think is the biggest advantage?
I think the biggest advantage is the nature, and there are some things spiritual places. And then if you have some trouble in your body, they have a really good massage. So that's the good treat of yourself, and you can meet really good people. So it's good for vacation. Yes.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so now we'll go on to part 3 of the test. We'll keep going. So, why do many people choose to move to big cities?
Because they have a lot of opportunity to get a job, and they can improve their skills, and they can communicate with other people. So that's why people want to come to the city. That's why I'm here with you.
Yes. And are there any disadvantages of living in a large city?
Is the air pollution is bad, and also everyone their competition mind. So sometimes it's really hard to get a good job. So that is hard. And then some people isolated. So if they open their mind, yeah, they can get a more good relationship with other people. I think, yeah.
Yes, yes. And so, what factors make a city livable?
I think care and attention. So if they have a same taste, same flavor, they can join together. They make more better things. And I told you the care. Yeah, people care to the animals or other people. I think it's the good things to do, to share with other people.
Okay, great, great. And what should people prepare before they move to a different city?
Pardon me?
Oh, sure. What should people prepare before they move to a different city?
They check the environment or education, also good public transportation, and they need some jobs to do. Yes. And what else? good nature. Of course, they need them.
Yes. And what are the benefits of living close to one's workplace?
I think you can save your time to travel. So yeah, you don't need to get up early. Yes. And also, what is benefit? You can finish early, come back home early. Everything convenient. Yes, I think.
Yeah. And why do some people choose to live far from their workplace?
I think economic issues, because if some people live far, they can save their house because in the city is very expensive, but far from the city is more cheaper. They can save their money.
Yes. And when people are looking for a place to live, apart from the price, what other factors do they consider?
They can consider neighborhood, community, and also the transportation, public transportation, and eco-friendly environment with nature.
Yeah, right. And do you think the public transportation in your country is well developed?
Very, very developed. And do you see the subway? When you take a subway, you can go everywhere. Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. That will do us for part 3. So thank you for taking the test.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, let's start with the feedback now. So I would estimate your score, I would say roughly around the 6.0. Yeah. There was, the only issue, some of your answers were a little bit short, and there was a little bit of repetition as well. So I would try to, vary your answers a little bit if you can. Especially in part 3, the examiner will try to get more details from you. So try and explain like a little bit more if you can, right?
Yes.
Your pronunciation was pretty clear, and you spoke at a steady pace. Yeah. In terms of grammar, there's a few things that we could maybe talk about. When you said like take a meditation, I could probably use the verb meditate. I meditate, or I do meditation. I think is more common. And you said you lived in Mokpo.
Yes.
Where is that?
The southern area.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah, you could say like it's in the southern part, in the southern part of Korea. Yeah. In the southern part of Korea. And I think you said like it was surrounded by the sea. So surrounded by the sea sounds like it's an island, right? So I'd probably say Mokpo is on the coast, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's probably a better way to say it. Mokpo is on the coast, right? Yeah. And when you talked about your friends, you said, I have a meeting. Did you say for run?
Yeah.
For okay. Yeah, so you're in a running club?
Running club.
Yeah, I would just say like...
running club?
Yeah, I'm in a running club. Yeah, I'm in a running club. I have a meeting. Sometimes a meeting sounds a little bit formal, like a business meeting, right? So I'd probably say I'm in a running club. And yeah, after a run, you said, we're gonna have some beer. We want to use just present simple tense there, like we usually have some beer, After we run, we usually have some beer. When we talked about our reading habits, just be a little careful with singular and plural. I heard a few times like read books, so just make sure it's read books, yeah. What do we see? We talk about the word stressful. I heard you saying like I got lots of stressful. So in that situation, you should say I got lots of stress. I got lots of stress. Stressful is used to describe something else, like another thing. Like for example, living in a large city is stressful. Like commuting during rush hour is stressful. My job is stressful. So you want to say like it, for example, it made me stressed. It made me stressed. Yeah, and we talk about part 3. One question I asked you, what factors make a city livable? And the answer wasn't very clear. You said care, right? I think right in this question, I think they're looking for, are they talking about maybe like the cost of living or the healthcare, transportation, close to nature? So I think maybe try and make it like a little bit clearer there, because that wasn't as clear. But yeah, you're very, very comfortable speaking. Just try and make sure if you are taking the test to expand on your answers if you can.
Yes.
All right. Okay, but yeah, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for comments.
Yes, thank you.